The exquisite beauty of orchids caused a frenzy in the mid-19th century, when wealthy British collectors hired orchid hunters to search the world for new species. Today, we might not be quite so obsessed, but cultivating orchids is still a growing industry. In Thailand, the wild orchids have been tamed. They've been crossbred and domesticated to satisfy a global demand for this fantastic flower. At this farm, cultivation starts with bud cuttings, mixed with nutrients and water in a glass bottle. The bottle provides a germ-free growing environment, protecting the cuttings as they grow into baby orchids. This can take over a year. When the plants have developed a strong root system, they're ready to come out into the world. The orchids are placed in a tub of clean water and swished around to give their roots a good rinse. Then they're moved to a perforated plastic basket. A wad of coconut fibres soaked in water provides the next growing environment. The roots of each plant are placed in the centre of the wad, which is then wrapped around and tied tightly. The fibre-wrapped orchids are then placed in growing cells. The team waters and fertilises them for 4 to 6 months, and the orchids grow to a medium size. The plant's root system also flourishes. The plants are now ready for the next phase of growth. They're transferred to coconut husks. The husks act as both a plant pot and a growing medium. They absorb water to provide a constant supply to the plants. The plants grow on the husks, so no soil is needed. In nature, orchids flourish on tree bark or cracks in rocks, and coconut husks are the next best thing. Overhead, a nylon fabric roof diffuses sunlight to simulate conditions found in a shady rainforest. Too much light and heat would harm the plants. Gardeners observe the growth of the orchids, checking for diseases or other problems. Not all of the plants will thrive. They'll lose about 10% of the crop as they grow. They fertilise and water the orchids over a period of several months. Many of the plants are hybrids, created by crossing species to achieve a certain colour or shape, or to improve the plant's strength. With thousands of species available in nature, the potential combinations are never-ending, and the results can be stunning. With the orchids in full bloom, it's time for the harvest. Workers cut the orchids at the base of the stems, trimming them to about the same length. In the packing room, they tweak the stems until each bunch is perfectly uniform. They make the final cut on an angle. This creates a larger surface area for absorbing water, so the orchid will stay fresh for longer. They sort the flowers by size of the bloom. They insert the stems in plastic capsules that contain a mixture of plant food and water to maintain freshness during shipping. It's time to wrap up each floral display. The plastic sleeve will preserve them on the journey ahead. This particular orchid is a hybrid species known as Mocara. Cut Mocara orchids should bloom for up to 3 weeks. En route to the airport in a climate-controlled truck, they'll soon be on an international flight. Thai orchids are sold all around the world. The chances are they'll end up at the centre of a big event in someone's life. Maybe your wedding, or your birthday. Or even better, my birthday. Thank you very much.